Please welcome from Gettr, Kaelan Dorr.
Hello, CPAC. I am Kaelan Dorr. I work at Gettr, the fastest growing social media company in the world. And I'm here with one message today, that is that Twitter sucks. It is awful, and we're here to provide an alternative to that for you guys. Like I said, my name is Kaelan. I was the Chief Marketing Officer for the Trump 2020 campaign. I'm an alum of the White House and the 16 campaigns as well, and we have witnessed firsthand, myself and our CEO, Jason Miller, have witnessed firsthand the horrible, horrible things that social media can do to our society. And if they can censor a sitting president, they can censor literally anyone in this room. And I just listened to the gentleman before us, Ryan, DC Drano, Alex. They're all great, great patriots. And you should all be following them on Gettr, on Instagram, wherever you can. I heard a lot of people here clap when they asked who'd been censored, and that's just wholly unacceptable. And I hope these guys, everyone here, would agree with that. Obviously, I can come up here, I can talk a lot about Gettr, right? It's an incredible platform. We've got nearly 5 million users. We're not going to cancel you for your political opinions or anything like that. And at the end of the day, it's not complicated, right? I could, again, like I said, repeat myself over and over about Gettr. Again, 5 million users, and if you're in the crowd and you're not on, you need to download it now. But it's really important to explain why this is so necessary. And it's because when you feel alone, the left wins. It's the bedrock of their entire policy agenda, or lack thereof. Gaslighting, making things up, making you believe that what you see in front of you is not actually happening, is literally their entire policy platform. Think about it. All they do is exist to tear people down. So we here at Gettr strive to provide a family-friendly, positive, welcoming community to everybody, especially those of you in the room today and those of you listening and watching later. So we'd love for you guys to come on and get cooking. It's time we organize. It's time we fight big tech. Because at the end of the day, we're seeing, especially something a little more timely, what we're seeing here in the Ukraine today, where the state-run media is literally censoring footage of what is happening on the ground. Now, again, we can discuss whether or not we should be there or not, but what's happening there is happening, and we should be able to see and watch that, right? This is a global issue. Censorship is a global issue. That's something we're really proud of here at Gettr. I say we have nearly 5 million users. A good chunk of those guys are abroad. Just imagine we sit here and we can rail on a nerd in a hoodie in Silicon Valley telling us what we can or can't say, which is just, again, wildly unacceptable. It's totally inappropriate, and it's absolutely insane. But imagine if that nerd in a hoodie didn't even live in the same country as you. How pissed off would you be? So that's the world that we face here today. And again, we cannot stress enough, it is time to organize, it's time to get out there and fight big tech, not only here, but around the globe. They think so little of you. I'm sorry, this is something that's really passionate, a passionate subject for me. But they think so little of people like you and I, that they're interested, that they are just wholly obsessed with doing all of this out in the open, in front of everybody. They'll cancel your mother, they'll cancel the sitting president, they won't stop. And again, it wasn't cool to be a conservative growing up either. I know there's a lot of people, I'm not that old, I feel a lot older than I am. A couple campaigns here and there will do that to you. But it wasn't cool to be a conservative growing up. We didn't have things like CPAC where I grew up, right? And it wasn't cool, again, to to be a conservative on social media, to be a conservative in my community, to espouse my conservative beliefs. And you know, the left is really good at doing this, right? Co-opting our phrases for their use. And we here at Gettr, we kind of strive to provide a safe space for conservatives, for you to organize and communicate. And this is especially going to be important coming up in the 2022 election. So you get on Gettr, download an account. It's really easy, guys. And you can get on there and literally talk about whatever you want. You get on there and talk about how Donald Trump should absolutely be our president right now. I like that a lot. That's actually really good. That's a really good feeling. I also like the "Let's Go Brandon" chants that I was hearing out here earlier. Again, something that is innocuous that they don't want you to say. It's a simple 3-word phrase. We saw what's going on in Canada. They won't let you say honk, honk in support of the truckers. How absolutely insane is that? This is the world. They think they have a moral high ground over you and I, and that is totally okay for them to tell us what we can or can't say. Now, I learned something in researching to come up here and talk to you today. I did a little bit of research about what Twitter's slogan is. Do you guys know what Twitter's slogan is? It's actually pretty crazy. Twitter's slogan is, quote, "It's what's happening." But do you feel like anything that's happening on Twitter is actually happening in real life? Right, it's not. It's what they want you to think is happening in real life. That's all it is. It's state-controlled opposition by Joe Biden and the radical left. That's all it's ever been. It's a generic sentence. They're really good at this, and we're getting so much better. They've been saying, go build your own social media company. Look what we've done. Thank you. Whoever said we love Gettr, I like that person. I like you. This is good. I mean, think about it. Okay, so I've got a good one for you. I was reading a news story the other day, and there's this viral video out of Australia, right, talking about how they're treating Queen Elizabeth for COVID. Now, they were showing the medicines that they were using to treat COVID for her, right? One of them is called Stremectol, which you've probably never heard of. I haven't heard of it either. I'm not a doctor. But you know what Stremectol is? It's literally, it's only like one ingredient. It's ivermectin. Now think about that. A viral video mentioning ivermectin would have been canceled, but because it's government controlled, it's totally okay. And it just, the list goes on and on and on. I personally, like I said, this is something I'm passionate about because cancel culture isn't something that exists merely on the internet, right? We're seeing it. Like I said, the truckers up in Canada are getting absolutely crushed right now by their government. Their tyrant who has the audacity to pose in blackface and then tell us what is acceptable to say. And the hypocrisy goes on and on. But this isn't something that merely exists online, right? Facebook poured tons of cash into meddling with elections. $400 million from the lady in the front. This Trump change, that's right. They are going after bank accounts. They're, again, costing children their livelihood. People are losing their livelihoods from being canceled. They're not allowing you to network and create your own economy and pursue your version of the American dream. And that's what it's all about, right? That's what free speech is all about. And it's not a difficult concept to grasp whatsoever. The Hunter Biden story. Think about that. Think about how life would be so much different if they hadn't simply hidden the truth from us in the most egregious way possible. Again, it is all about making you feel alone. It is about making sure that you do not have the ability to talk and foster and compete for the best ideas. They're seeking to just stunt our growth as a movement. And so I'm glad to see you all here today because you're all essentially saying, no, we're not going to take it anymore. Thank you. I gotta say, this is a really cool experience being here with you guys. I'm not normally a guy who comes out here and does this, so you guys have been really awesome. I'm kind of getting the wink wink from the TVs here, and I would have loved to have done some Q&A, but please come find us after the speech today. We'll be here all weekend, signing you up because we've got to get out there, we've got to fight, and again, we can't do this alone as a movement. They're counting on us to devour ourselves and to fight one another. And we should absolutely, positively be getting together. That's what Gettr is kind of short for. So thank you all for coming out here today. Please go get on Gettr. We got superior technology, all the features. We've got live streaming. We've got a short form video that we're beta testing. We got everything you could possibly think of because we want to be the home of the conservative movement. And we want you to be able to fight back. That's what it's all about. So again, you are not alone. And Twitter sucks. Thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it. Goodbye, CPAC.